Raymond Ritter, best PR guy in the NBA, happens to work for Dubs. He sent me this thing, and he's like, hey, man, this writer reached out. He said, Dillon Brooks said this about you, and he's giving you a chance to respond. Quite frankly, if I was going to respond, it's going to be right here on the Draymond Green Show. But I just wasn't really even sure when I received that, like, if it was worth the response. What I will say is, this idiot said, I don't know what Draymond does out there. Matter of fact, let me run this back. He said, I don't like Draymond at all. You don't know me. That's number one. I just don't like Golden State. I quite frankly wouldn't like a team that beats me all the time either. That's number two. I don't like anything to do with them. Quite frankly, you were a little kid in high school watching us win championships. Should be happy that you even witnessed that, or maybe college, but you get the point. You're a fan. So that's crazy. Draymond talks a lot. I think if you have four, you talk a lot now. So if you have 4 rings, sure, you talk a lot more. For All-Stars, you probably talk a bit more. Defensive Player of the Year, you for damn sure would talk more. Need I say more? 2 Olympic gold medals? You definitely would be talking, because that would mean you beat Team USA, and we all know how that goes. So, okay, understand that. Okay, got it. Gets away with a lot, too. What exactly do I get away with? I have 15 texts, 1 less than your dumb ass. Okay, great. His game is cool. If you ever wondered why the Memphis Grizzlies is not ready to compete for a championship, look no further than this idiot right here. They're actually depending on this guy to help them win a championship. And he says his game is cool. Quite frankly, that just shows how little you know about basketball. And that's where it gets really interesting. Because it's one thing for a fan to say that. Quite frankly, I expect them to. Most of them don't really understand the game. You have the understanding of, like, your level of understanding the game of basketball is at a fan level. And yet you running around talking about a dynasty? The dynasty starts after you, not with you. And that's just a fact. I know dynasty-like players, and they aren't clowns. That doesn't work when building a dynasty. Take it from me. I actually know. Clowns don't work building a dynasty, my man. So, you know, he plays with heart, knows the ins and outs of the defense. If you want to be quite frank, I made the ins and outs of our defense. Like, you know, kind of like a middle linebacker. You know, improvise, read the situation and react. You follow the stay at home and strong side corner. You follow, you should go there. You follow, that guy should trap the box. I don't do that. That's where you went wrong at. But quite frankly, you have the level of understanding of a fan of the game of basketball. Some fans have a deeper understanding, but for the majority, that level of understanding isn't the same. It's kind of like a lot of media. It's very lazy. It's very, very, very lazy. So I guess that's why they like him over there. I'm trying to figure out why they like you in Memphis. Or do they like you in Memphis? That's a better question. I'm not sure your teammates like you. Doesn't lead to winning. I mean, we won some regular season games. But I can tell you why they like me over there. When you contribute in the way that I have contributed to 4 championships, they tend to like you. Because quite frankly, 4 championships, there's 4 NBA organizations to have the amount of championships I have. That's why they like me over there. Not including the organization that I've won my fort with. That's why they like me, though, kid. So, next time you speak up on me, you should do some fact checking. Next time you speak up on me, you should do some soul searching. Next time you speak up on me, I hope you're in a better situation than you in now, where the guys you play with actually enjoy playing with you because they actually think you're contributing to winning. Because it ain't happening right now, champ. You're not a champ. You're a clown. It ain't happening for you.
I find it funny that the basis of Dillon Brooks' comments is that if Draymond Green were on another team, we wouldn't know who he is. Not only could the same be said about Dillon Brooks, it's actually worse for him than it is for Draymond. Draymond Green is an all-time great defender on one of the greatest teams in NBA history. He has 4 championships and a Defensive Player of the Year. Dillon Brooks is a glorified shot chucker on a decent playoff team. Draymond Green is a better defender, rebounder, playmaker. He's much more efficient, and he's on a better team. The only thing Dillon Brooks does better than Draymond is score, but he takes way more shots and he's way less efficient. So does it really even count? He doesn't even play in a system. He just gets the ball, dribbles around, and shoots whatever he wants. That's why he's so inefficient. On the other hand, Draymond Green runs the system. He's the primary ball handler. He finds the open man. He sets screens for guys like Steph and Klay. He's a big reason why the Warriors generate so many open looks, especially when they were winning championships. Dillon Brooks isn't even close to Draymond Green, and if he were on any other team, I don't think they would put up with him. He brings energy and toughness every night, and he can be a good defender, but he takes bad shots. He's super inefficient. He's a horrible playmaker, and he's not a great rebounder. I think it's funny how he's talking about Draymond Green when the reality is, if the Memphis Grizzlies didn't have a certain set of players built around him, he wouldn't be able to do what he does. They don't need him to be efficient because they have players like Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Ja Morant. They don't need him to be a rebounder or team defender because they have Steven Adams. They don't need him to be a great three-point shooter because this team has Luke Kennard and Tyus Jones coming off the bench. Oh, and I already mentioned Desmond Bane. The truth is, if this team wasn't so talented and didn't have so many shooters, Dillon Brooks would be exposed. He wouldn't be able to chuck up those 20 bad shots a game if there weren't other players there to cover for him. If you put him on another team, no one would know who he is. There's way more teams in the league that could use Draymond Green versus Dillon Brooks. No one needs an inefficient shot chucker, but there's a lot of teams that could use a guy that makes plays on both ends of the floor, and Draymond Green has been doing that for years. Whether you like the guy or not, you have to give him his props. You don't become a 4-time champion and an all-star by doing nothing. Dillon Brooks isn't going to win a championship or make an all-star team playing the way he's playing. But that's just what I think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Draymond Green versus Dillon Brooks situation, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more NBA content just like this, and I will see you in the next upload.